Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to look way beyond the recycling bin into a world where old electronics aren't just tossed aside, they're actually reborn. Let's dive into the high-tech process that gives our gadgets a whole new lease on life. So, think about that old phone you've got stashed in a drawer. When you're finally done with it, where does it really go? Forget the usual answers. What if I told you there's a place where these devices go not to be scrapped for parts, but to be, well, completely resurrected? Exactly. This isn't about melting down components for raw materials. Nope. We're talking about a super sophisticated industrial process designed to bring a used product back to a like-new condition. It's this high-tech revival called Remanufacturing 4.0. Okay, so let's get specific here. Remanufacturing 4.0 is a seriously rigorous, industrial-grade process. The goal isn't just a quick patch-up. It's to create a device that is, for all intents and purposes, brand new again. Sometimes it can even be better than the original. And, get this, it often comes with the exact same warranty. So this whole journey of rebirth follows a very clear path. It all starts with inspection, then moves to disassembly, a super deep cleaning, reconditioning the parts, reassembly, and then, of course, some really tough final testing. Let's break down what's happening at each of these stages. First up, intelligent disassembly. And listen, forget what you're imagining. No hammers, no pry bars. This is way more like a delicate surgical operation, and the surgeons are robots. See, if you want to do this for millions of devices, doing it by hand is just way too slow, way too expensive, and honestly, you risk damaging some of those super delicate components. Robotic automation is the absolute key. It's fast, it's incredibly precise, and it brings the cost down, which is what makes this whole thing possible on a massive scale. And this is where it gets really, really cool. We're not just talking about one robotic arm doing its thing in a corner. It's an entire system, a team effort. You've got AI planning the best way to take the device apart, vision sensors acting as the robot's eyes, and then the arm executing every single step perfectly. And hey, this isn't some far-off future tech. Major companies are already all in. Apple's Liam robot is a perfect example. It's a whole line of robots designed specifically to deconstruct iPhones with incredible speed and accuracy, carefully separating every little part so it can be recovered. All right, let's move on. Stage 2, the deep clean. Once all those tiny pieces are separated, they go through an intense, microscopic level cleaning. And this is so important because it reveals any hidden flaws or tiny microcracks before you move on to the next step. Now, forget about putting parts in a dishwasher. We are talking about ultrasonic cleaning. High-frequency sound waves get blasted through a liquid, creating millions of tiny, powerful bubbles that then implode. It's a process called cavitation, and it basically power washes every single surface, getting into places a brush could never, ever dream of touching. So, once everything is sparkling clean, each and every component gets a full-on, high-tech health checkup. This diagnosis is absolutely crucial for figuring out if a part can be saved, and if so, exactly what needs to be done to get it back into perfect shape. To do this, technicians use this incredible toolkit of what they call non-destructive methods. So they run 2D and 3D simulations to model a repair, they use robots to do automated inspections, and they even use X-rays to literally see inside a component without ever breaking it. And if a part needs a little fix, they can even use additive manufacturing, that's 3D printing, to patch it up. And now for the grand finale of the physical makeover, putting it all back together. But this isn't just about going in reverse. It's about building something smarter, maybe even more reliable than the original. This is where the 4.0 part really kicks in. We're talking about big data. The system actually analyzes information from thousands of previous jobs, and it uses that data to optimize the reassembly for the device it's working on right now. This ensures every single component fits with absolute precision, and it totally eliminates any guesswork. So what's the end result of all this? Well, it's pretty mind-blowing. The whole process is so thorough that the final products are often, and I'm quoting here, comparable to new products or even better than new ones. And that makes sense, right? Because they've been tested and reinforced beyond what the original factory might have done. And if you need one final piece of proof, here it is. Products that come out of these high-tech facilities often come with the same full warranty you'd get with a brand new product. That's just how confident they are in this process. It's a total game changer. So all of this leaves you with a really interesting thought, right? If a remanufactured product can perform just as well as, or maybe even better than, a brand new one,
all while being better for the planet, what does the word new even mean anymore? And how could this change how we think about the stuff we buy and own?